Hi, I'm GKMukla. These videos are meant to give you a working knowledge of the many unique features in the game just in time for Classic launch. You don't want to learn these lessons the hard way, as Classic can be quite punishing, so let's save some time and skip through the grind. Cue the video. Lucifron is the first boss in Molten Core and is pretty easy mechanically, but he does have a few abilities that are important to know, so let's jump straight into it. Lucifron patrols this area here I have marked on the screen now. In this area there's several packs of dogs you want to clear out before engaging Lucifron to give yourself enough room to properly fight him. Alright, so the first ability you're going to want to know about is Lucifron's Shadow Shock, where he'll fire a Shadow Bolt at a tank dealing shadow damage. You just want to make sure to heal them up. You won't really be needing Shadow Resistance gear for this, but the Shadow Resistance buff from Priest will definitely help you minimize the damage taken. Next up we have Lucifron's Curse, which is an AoE ability he'll put around himself in about a 30-yard range that will increase spell and ability cost by 100% for 5 minutes. You want to have your ranged and healers stay at max range to try and avoid this, and you want to make sure that your druids and mages decurse this fast, preferably on the tanks and healers first so they can keep aggro and not go oom. And the last of Lucifron's abilities is Impending Doom, which is also an AoE ability. Will cast around himself, this time in a 20-yard radius. This puts a debuff on the players that will tick down from 10 seconds, and when the time is up it will deal 2000 damage to the affected players. This can also be avoided by having your ranged and healers stay at max range, and this time you want your paladin and your priest to dispel this before the time runs out, otherwise you're looking at pretty heavy raid-wide damage. Lucifron also has two adds walking around with him called Flamewalker Protectors. These adds have a cleave attack, which honestly, as long as you don't have your cloth wearer standing anywhere near them, shouldn't cause you any problems. The adds will also cast an ability called Dominate Mind, which is basically just a mind control ability for about 15 seconds. You want to dispel this as quick as possible. If you're on horde side, you can have your shamans put down tremor totems to deal with it easily. You want to have your melee DPS looking out for people getting mind control, as it is very easy to accidentally cleave down one of your raid members. Alright, so now that we've covered all the abilities, let's get into how you will actually fight Lucifron. When the boss is pulled, the adds will follow. You want to stack the adds on top of the boss to allow your raid to deal cleave damage, and you want to circ down the adds as fast as possible to remove them from being able to cast the mind control ability. After they die, switch on to the boss. Keep decursing and dispelling and you should get them down relatively easy. If for some reason your raid should be low on people who can dispel and decurse, you can make everyone bring restoration potions to clear off the curses and the magical effects. A restoration potion will cleanse both of them every 5 seconds for 30 seconds, making this a relatively easy boss. During your first few runs in Molten Core, it can be wise to drag the two Flamewalker Protectors away from the boss and killing them first. Doing it this way will allow all your DPS to focus down the adds, while only one priest or paladin and one mage or druid dispel and decurses the tank. This tactic will allow you to not have to decurse and dispel the raid at all before only the boss is left. When the two adds are dead, you can put all the focus on the boss. Later on, when you've gained a little bit of experience and better gear, you can just stack the adds with the boss and cleave them all down like I explained earlier in this guide. Thank you for watching my in-depth guide on Lucifron. There will be a playlist where you can watch a guide for the rest of the bosses in Molten Core. If you did find this video helpful or learned anything, please be sure to subscribe to help out the channel.